Hello students, I hope you all doing well. For today, we have subject-verb agreement. You may wonder what is a subject-verb agreement. Well, they are various relationships between subject and verb. So for now, we're only talking about four of those relationships, four of those various relationships between subject and verb. Okay, so let's jump into the first relation, which is final S or ES usage and spelling. Okay, so for now, we're going to be talking about the usage, not the spelling. Okay, so the usage, how can we use S or ES, right? So we all know that S or ES are added to nouns and verbs. So now let's look at the nouns. So if we wanted to add an S to a noun, this would be friends are important, right? We add an S. The S made the singular noun into a plural noun, right? How about if we add an ES to the noun, like this? I like my classes, right? And you may wonder, why did we use E instead of S? We're going to be talking about that in just a minute. So a final S and ES is added to a noun to make the noun plural. Easy as that, right? Friend is a singular noun, friends a plural noun. I think it's obvious and easy to know, right? So now for verbs. What if we added an S, just an S, to a verb? Mary works at the bank. This is a simple present or present simple. We added the S to the verb, right? How about an ES? John watches birds. And again, I'm gonna be talking about this E. Why did we use ES instead of S for this? Why couldn't just we say John watches, but instead of ES, we could have just said S, not ES, right? I'm gonna be explaining that in just a minute, okay? So for now, just know this. We can add S or ES to either verb and noun, okay? Easy as that. John watches birds. ES added to the verb, and S is added to the verb. So a final S or ES is added to a simple present verb when the subject is a singular noun. For example, we have Mary, my mother, my father, my uncle, my niece, the machine, the car, and so many other words which are singular. So just like this, or even before that. We're gonna talk about the third person singular pronoun also, he, she, it. Okay, so look at the example that we discussed now. Mary works. This is singular, right? And it is also a simple present verb. The tense is present simple, and the verb is simple present because we only added an S. So Mary is a singular noun, right? Mary, as we said it. When the subject is a singular noun, for example, like Mary, my mother, the machine, and so many other words, we add an S or ES. So for now, we only added an S. Okay? So the tense is present simple. The verb, however, is simple present verb, right? Singular. And we also talked about the third person singular pronoun, which is he, she, it. And now we can easily replace Mary with a singular pronoun, third person singular pronoun, which is she. She works at the bank. Mary works at the bank. No difference. Still singular and singular, right? So we only talked about the pronoun here, which is a singular noun. The singular noun is changed into a singular pronoun, okay? How about the plural one? The students work. This is just for clarification. The students work. Because it is for plural, we can't touch the verb. We can't say the students works because that S is for third person singular pronoun, not for the plural pronouns. Okay? So because now this is your plural pronoun. The students work. This is for plural, right? We have so many students and now they work. Okay, so what changed? The students. we replaced it with a plural pronoun. Okay? So, now for spelling. So we talked about the usage, and now we're going to talk about the spelling of final S and ES. This is important. So, for most words, whether a verb or a noun, simply final S is added to spell the word correctly. So guys, for most cases, we only use S, not ES, for most words, as it is written here. For most words, we simply use S, not ES, okay? But we have a case in which we use ES. So this is the case, okay? This is the only case where we use ES. So pay attention. So, I mean, even before this, we have this example simply sing, sings, song, songs, right? No difference. Nothing changed, right? We simply added an S to the verb here and to the noun here, and that's it, right? But this is the case for ES. Final ES is added to verbs that end in SH, CH, S, Z, X. Okay? So, whenever you see a word that is ending up with one of these, SH, CH, S, Z, X, so you will immediately going to use ES. Let's look at these examples. Wash becomes washes. Watch becomes watches, because we have a sh at the end of the word, right? As we said it here. We have, if we have a word that ends up with sh, ch, s, z, x, no difference. Wash, which is sh, going to be washes using es. The same for this. Ch, es added. Class ends with a s. Classes, we use es with it, okay? Buzz, z, we have z, and then it is buzzes. Es is added instead of s because we talked about it. These ones are going to be used with es. Box, x, right? So you have to use es. Simple as that, right? So you have to know. You have to know these cases for es. Only in these cases we use es. But for most words, as we said it here, we use simply s. Okay? So, this is another important case, guys. So, for words that end in y. Okay? So, this will be your word and it ends with an y. Like toy, buy, which ended up with y. And also, so this is A, these two. And for B, baby, again, and cry, again, ending up with a Y, cries. So in A, I'm talking about these two examples, okay? These two examples. In A, if Y is preceded by a vowel, only S is added. So preceded means if it comes before the Y. So now, as you know, O is a vowel. Okay, so toy, if we're going to add an S to this, or ES, we don't know. Listen, if it is preceded by a vowel, we only use S. We only link an S, not ES. Why? Because a vowel is preceded Y. Y is preceded by a vowel, or a vowel preceded Y. Okay, so toy becomes toys. Again, for this, U is a vowel, right? So we only use S, not ES. This is the case, guys. Okay, buy becomes buys without an E. Simply S. Okay, and why? Why do we do that? Because we have a vowel which preceded Y, came before Y. And in B, we have if Y is preceded by a consonant, not a vowel. Be careful, okay? Now we're talking about consonant. If Y is preceded by a consonant, the Y is changed to I and ES is added. Simple as that, right? So baby here, or cry, a consonant preceded Y. It's not a vowel, okay? So therefore, the first thing we're going to do is changing the Y to I. We did that, and then we add an ES, okay? Same for cry. R is not a vowel. R is a consonant, right? So therefore, we change Y to I, right? This is the first step, and then we add ES to the word, okay? And here are the English vowels. So you have to know this. If you know the English vowels, A, E, I, O, U, the rest of the alphabets are consonants. So whenever you see one of these preceded Y, okay, you will only use S, not ES. Okay, apart from this group, you will add ES to the word because they are consonant. For vowels, as we said, for the vowel ones, we only add S. For the consonant ones, which came before the Y, we add ES and we change Y into I. Okay? Simple as that. So we are finished now, and hopefully I will post your homework by tonight. Take care.